I made a video a while back about two things console gaming has over PC gaming. One of the things was not being able to sell your games, and I even went about proposing a way in which Steam could implement a feature for just this. Now, there were some people who agreed and said that selling your games would be an amazing thing, and it would make PC gaming even better. And then there were some who disagreed, to my surprise, and I wanted to address what they found wrong with my ideas. Take into consideration here that I have my own opinions, and you have yours, and they don't hurt or offend me whatsoever. I feel that if you disagree with something or someone, you should exercise your right to say something, and I'm glad that this happened this way. Now, some of the major comments said things like this: "You don't have a constitutional right to your digital media. You need to accept that and move on." Now, I'm not under the impression that this is wrong. Since the internet and the ability to sell digitally, 9 times out of 10, these goods are impossible to own, especially from EA. But what if this was not the case? Who decided that it was impossible to change that, and who would be unhappy if that was revoked and your games did in fact legally belong to you? Steam has something interesting going on with their DRM setup, which is that if Steam ever shuts down, they will let you get your games either burned onto a Blu-ray or downloaded to your computer. It's odd that Valve thinks your games belong to you in this aspect, but not the other. And also very odd that others feel the same. Seriously, would you be unhappy if Valve came out and said, "Hey, the games belong to you 100%, you may sell them just like physical media"? I don't see a rational person being upset. Second thing people kept saying was, if you sell a game on the Steam market, it is the exact same as a new copy. Unlike physical media, which will have physical wear. And this is true. I only proposed one option, and to think of that sooner would have done me well, but it can easily be replaced by turning the games into gems, or just giving the code back to Valve for a few Steam bucks in your wallet. If they give you $3 for a used game and you don't resell it on the market, they can resell the game and you will be enticed to spend the money in your wallet, which, let's be honest, you'll spend a little more than $3. The thing about the last argument was that it came from 3 different commenters, and it was the exact same words every time. I thought this was odd, and then I remembered that Total Biscuit did a segment on this topic a while ago, and he said the same thing. Now, I have no problems with Total Biscuit. I enjoy his content thoroughly, and if you agree with his opinion, that's great. He is a very smart man, and his opinions are well thought out, but when I asked for your guys' opinions in the video, I was asking for yours. I already know his on the matter, and I made the video not to disagree with him, but because I have my own. Now, the last comment I got was more or less like the first, saying that game titles are licensed to you, not sold for your own possession. One commenter even said that if I don't like that, then I should go back to consoles. And I want to finish up by condensing my first rebuttal. I know this will not change. I know that we will live like this in the digital distribution world for the rest of our lives. But the point is that some people are looking outside the box, hoping that maybe it doesn't have to be like that. And even if it's just a dream, why can't we dream? The video was about 2 things that consoles have that PC doesn't, and they weren't false. And yeah, I did say at the end that maybe enough of us could change that. What if we could? You would really have it the other way? I believe I've said enough, but I will leave you with one last thing.
Not being able to resell what you bought is a despicable business practice that only works because courts of today are still living in the 80s and have no idea about online realities. Fuck the inability to resell games. Any PC gamer who defends this can happily collect their corporate slave badge at their local peasantry office.